Hi, my name is Spencer, and today I'll be reacting to Star Trek Picard, Season 3, Episode 9. This is the penultimate episode of the season, and presumably we're going to be getting some answers, finally. Last time on Star Trek Picard, what happened? I don't even remember. I'm trying to remember. It's been a week. Did Vadic die last week? Was that last week? Feels like so long ago. I don't know. Okay, I think Vadic died. They took back the ship. Will and Deanna were saved by Worf and Raffi. That's the gist of it. And then we were teased at the very end with Deanna helping Jack to sort of get into his head and figure out what's behind the red door. Speaking of last week's episode, I should also mention that the video was blocked like the other day for copyright claims. So I will have to re-edit it and repost it as soon as I can. I will do that as soon as I can. Hopefully I can get that done and won't have any more copyright issues. We'll see. I try to trim down as much as I can to get around it, but sometimes it's hard to cut out certain bits because it's like, oh, I want you guys to see this reaction, but then I mean, that video did get a lot of views. I think over 1,000, but when I repost it, it won't get as many views. It's going to be kind of a bummer. It's fine. I understand. It sucks, but that's how it is. I'm very excited to get into this. I've been avoiding spoilers all day. I disabled YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything that could potentially give me any spoiler for the reveal in this episode. My final theory is the Pah-wraith theory, just because I can't think of anything else that makes any sense to me. I don't understand, or I don't know. I can't see it being a Borg thing. I guess it could be a Borg thing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Locutus. I doubt it. Because it's like, Deanna said it was like an ancient voice. So it wouldn't make any sense for me for it to be the Borg. And honestly, if it is the Borg, I'd be slightly disappointed. I don't know, I feel like we've been getting too much Borg with Picard. Which isn't to say anything about Seven. She doesn't count. But like last season was very Borg forward. Season 1 was very Borg forward. This season hasn't been really. I mean, we've gotten like talk about the Borg and trauma from Shaw and Wolf 359. I don't know. I would prefer it to stay sort of a side, like on the back burner, not up front. Like I appreciate the Borg for what they are and what they have been in the past. I just don't think that we need to keep revisiting the Borg every time we need a new story. But we'll see. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, if it's not a Pah-wraith, then it could be something else that Picard picked up on some planet. Maybe it's connected to that episode where he got the flute. I can't explain the plot. It's been so long since I've seen it, but maybe something happened and gave him the Irmatic syndrome. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Give him that syndrome and whatever is in there, and that's why it's like an ancient voice. I don't know, something to do with the past. Maybe something he picked up in a random TNG episode. Could be anything, I guess. I don't know. You guys probably already know. But yeah, I'm super excited to see what it is, and I don't want to ramble for too much longer before diving into this. But before I do dive into this, don't forget to like this video if you like it. And if you have anything to say about this episode or the previous episodes, please put it in the comments. Also, if you're not currently subscribed, but you like this kind of content, I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. It really helps me to stay motivated. I just reached 400 subscribers, which is pretty exciting. It doesn't seem like much, but it's a good thing. I enjoy it. I enjoy that fact. And I would really like to hit 1,000 by the end of the year, so then maybe I can monetize these videos and get some sort of income. We'll see. Anyways, I think those are all the things I have to say before getting into this episode. So I will go ahead and get this episode started.
Nothing is more elusive than a door the mind doesn't wish to open.
I mean, the door is just a metaphor, right? Like, he can access whatever it is easily. He's just choosing to close the door. That's why that quote was there just now.
Perfect.
Perfect. The word perfect reminds me of perfection, which is like Borg, perhaps.
We will be together soon, Jack.
Yes.
Come on, just open it. Show us. Quit with the build-up, please. Of course they do this to us. They just gotta tease us every time. And then keep the reveal from us.
What did you see?
Tell me, what did you see? What did you see?
I mean, you could find out for yourself if you open the door yourself.
What's wrong?
What happened?
What is it? What is it? What is it? What? Of course it's the fucking Borg. What the hell? But why? I don't... And like... How are they connected to the changelings? I don't get it. I don't know. We'll see.
Resistance is futile.
So I guess Locutus got passed down? How does that give Jack abilities?
That the Borg had passed something on to Jack, some organic technology through Locutus.
So organic Borg. Interesting.
We must tell him.
No.
Why not? Yeah, just tell him. Please.
I'm the cause. My fault.
But what happens if he opens the door? Like, does he become Borg?
Your son is dangerous.
Don't really know what will happen when it's let free reign into his brain, you know?
What does she see?
You could open the door yourself, dude. You don't need someone else to tell you.
Disconnection, only to realize time's emblematic of what? A bee?
I just don't understand, like, how Vadic would know. Like, who's her boss? And how would they know? Unless they're connected to the current Borg, which is Jurati's Borg, which is friendly to the Federation. So I don't know.
With the Borg, they don't feel, don't care. But I do. So how does that factor into this?
Evolution? I mean, we had evolution last season with the Borg. I don't know how this is different, or how this is a different faction of the Borg.
A prison where they can mind meld and lobotomize the Borg from me.
I mean, don't you want the Borg out of your head?
I was never getting out of here on my own, was I?
So he can take control of other people, but he doesn't leave anything behind to assimilate them. Now that would be something the Borg would do.
Futility.
Jack!
Well, he's gotten more control now.
I always thought it was yours. It wasn't. It's hers. Their queen.
No.
If she wants me, then...
Do you not want... Like, do you want the Borg in your head? Like...
Jack, don't do this. You're gonna get yourself killed. Don't do it.
Jack's a dumbass. We'll see where this goes, though.
Shuttle transponder offline.
Better cloak yourself, too. Well, I suppose there's nothing they can do to stop him.
You better get down to sick bay. There is more you need to know about Jack.
What else? Do you need an engineer's perspective to see something else? Is this exactly where she wants you to be, or what?
Wormhole?
Negative. A transwarp conduit.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It's our only option, Captain.
Of course it is.
I mean, we're open to other ideas, but it seems like this is the way it has to be.
Space Dock, this is NCC 1701F, ready for ceremonial departure. Admiral Shelby in command.
Copy that, Enterprise.
Enterprise. Looks good. Okay, I'm just waiting for something to go wrong. That's why I'm not really, like, reacting to this at all. I mean, it makes sense with the whole First Contact theme being, like, the end credits, that it's a Borg thing, but I was only hoping for the Pah-wraith theory because I didn't want it to be the Borg.
Synchronistic technology that allows every ship in Starfleet to operate as one.
That makes sense. A collective, in other words.
Jack.
So is this going to be a different Borg Queen? It's not going to be the one that we saw last season. Rest in peace, Annie Wershing, but... I mean, I'm kind of hoping that we get to see one of the classic Borg Queens again. That'd be really cool.
That is why you are Vox.
Vox. Okay, that's the title of the episode.
The vindication of both our species. To take everything.
I'm guessing this is the big boss that Vadic was talking to. Are you going to reveal her face? Show us.
If it were possible for you to kill me, you would have already.
It's true. If she does have some control, then you wouldn't be able to kill her.
End your struggle, my child.
The voice sounds familiar. That's for sure.
Specifically transporter code. They've implemented portions of Captain Picard's Borg-altered DNA into the transporter system.
Wait a minute. Computer, cross-reference this code with the transporter system of the Titan.
Analyze.
They've implanted it into anyone who's been in the transporter. That's why he can control anyone on the ship.
Every person, every species.
Yep. Anyone. Even you guys.
Assimilating the entire fleet this whole time without anyone even knowing it.
That's a freaky thought. And I respect Terry Matalas for writing it. That's pretty sick.
Admiral Shelby, I know this message may seem desperate, even impossible, but you must trust us. I hope you can see that.
Nope. Too late.
Picking up a massive energy spike. From where?
From the Borg. Wherever they are. This reminds me of the imagery in Prodigy when Zero was almost assimilated.
Which for human beings is age 25, which is when the frontal cortex stops development.
So this might not affect us.
But it will affect...
Okay. Young people.
Tactical red alert.
The ensigns. He's been assimilated.
Where are my girls?
Hal, evasive maneuvers. LaForge.
Nope, she's gone too. I mean, it makes sense. He was able to control her before.
We are the Borg.
Well, this is, pretty crazy.
Something is happening to my crew. Ensign, what are you?
Ooh, well, she's dead.
Several.
It's your worst nightmare, Shaw.
Stun only.
Maybe that's why Vadic killed Hammerhead last episode, is because she was incompatible or too old and just wanted to leave everyone that could be assimilated.
No. We need a plan. All right?
I mean, if anyone can be level-headed, it's definitely Data. Well, they managed to make the Borg scary again, which is impressive after so much time and so much that has happened with the Borg. I don't hate it.
Check 11 now!
Huh. Are they given, like, superhuman strength as well, or is it just their normal biology otherwise, besides the stuff in the brain?
There's nobody posted down there.
No guards, no drones.
But maybe.
I mean, they know you're in the turbo lift. Can't they, like, redirect you if they know you're there?
Your strongest have already been assimilated.
What is this formation?
Starfleet now is Borg.
Interesting. That is pretty crazy.
I've never been so happy to see so many wrinkles.
That was funny.
I've got a better idea.
The museum, people have been saying that they're gonna have to go there because it's not connected to everyone else.
Got it. Data, come on.
They'll just commandeer the Enterprise D or E or whichever one is not destroyed and in the museum.
More positive. I hope we die quickly.
Is that a reference? I don't remember where that's from. It might not be a reference. Maybe it's just Data being funny.
Shaw!
You better not freaking kill Shaw.
Picard, go!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Captain.
Take him onto the shuttle. Get Dr. Crusher to do something for him.
You have the con. 709.
Oh. Damn it. I hate that they're killing him. Come on. I like this moment, but golly, why do we have to get here? Get out of here, 7. Go help Picard. Damn it. I'm so upset. I can't forgive Terry for this one. Even if it's good writing, I don't care. You fucking suck, dude.
Eliminate planetary defenses.
Well, they could pull a Prodigy and try and get like the Klingon ships and the Vulcan ships and everyone else that's part of the Federation but not Federation ships or Starfleet ships to help. But we're going here because nostalgia, and it's been set up. It's fine.
Guess there's no time like the present.
Here we go. This is what people have been predicting for a while, so... Okay, now put on your old uniforms. Nice. I mean, they could still go get help from other people, but this is cool as well. Like, they need their own ship, even if they get help.
I've been restoring it bit by bit over the last 20 years.
Nice. He would.
And obviously, we can't use the Enterprise E.
That was not my fault.
That's really funny.
What do you think, Admiral?
I hope they haven't modernized the bridge. Just like keep it the same way it was. It was perfect the way it was, and oh, it looks so good. Oh my goodness. Goosebumps. Just the way it was. Amazing. I mean, maybe someone else would notice like a small difference. Looks fine to me. I'm cool with it. Alright, enough nostalgia. Let's get on with the plot, please. I'm not saying that for me, I'm just saying because like it's kind of an urgent thing that they need to be doing.
I preferred the weapon systems on the E. Additional phaser arrays, torpedo... She is perfect, Geordi. It's pretty funny.
You're looking at the last functional ship in the fleet not tied to the system.
Okay, so the other ones are? The other ones in the museum?
I realize what I've missed most. The carpet.
I've got drones loading torpedoes into the bay as we speak.
Mr. Borg, may I?
Absolutely.
You've got what loading torpedoes into the drones? Sounds like something a Borg would do.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Well.
Oh, it's the voice too. Oh. I love it. I love it so much. I'm glad they saved the voice for this. If it's not her voice, it's definitely a really good recreation. Nice. Beautiful ship.
Make it so.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Data has set a direct course for Earth. Maximum warp.
Aye, Captain.
So you're just gonna face them head on? At least go get some help. I mean, you don't really need life support or anything on the other decks. You could just turn that off, save some power. I don't know if you need to save power, but... Is that it? This episode felt so short. Okay, well, I know for the last episode there's supposed to be like a post-credit scene, I believe. At least there was... It's been talked about on Twitter. But no, none here, which is okay. I don't know how I feel, because overall it was a good episode, but like... I don't know. Also, just... Like, I'm a little disappointed I was a little disappointed that it's the Borg. I am disappointed that it's the Borg. But I really do like how they've changed it, how they've evolved, and they made them a force to be reckoned with again, which it's been a while since the Borg have been any threat, any real threat, at least. Or at least feels like that. Maybe you guys can explain this to me, because I don't recall exactly the circumstances, but how does Jurati's Borg tie into this at all? I don't quite understand. Like, I know we've had different Borg Queens, and that Borg Queen was different than the other ones that we have seen in the past. So presumably this Borg Queen's ambitions to have a connection with Jurati were her own and not the collective's. How does one become a Borg Queen, besides what we saw last season? Why don't these other Borg Queens have the same or similar ambitions that Annie Wersching's Borg Queen did? I guess I'm just confused about the Borg and, like, how this is different from what we saw last season. Like, how this has been separated from that Borg. I don't know. If one of you guys could explain it, please do, because I don't understand. But like I said, I do enjoy how they've changed the Aromatic Syndrome to be this really dark, threatening thing. It definitely feels like there are definitely stakes in this, you know? It's not just like, I mean, we can guess that they're going to be successful in defeating the Borg this time and whatnot. But, like, the stakes feel real, if that makes any sense. I don't know, I was a little confused as to why Jack, like, after finding out that it's this evil, would go to pursue that evil, knowing that that a part of it is inside of him, and would probably, like, it would make sense that they have some control over him, that they have some fail-safes or some whatever to keep him from taking any action against the Borg. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of annoying that he would just let himself just go, when you would think the logical thing would be to have that removed. Like, oh crap, I've got the Borg in my head, let me go to my mom, who's a doctor, to see if I can get this removed. You would think that would be the logical thing, but he was not having it. He did not want her anywhere near him to get rid of this thing in his head. So I'm kind of annoyed by that, but I can look past it, I guess. I really liked having that aha moment where it was like, that's what the transporters are for. They're implanting this thing in their heads. I really liked that, and how that all came together. I thought that was great writing. I hate that all the young characters we know and care about are now under the influence of the Borg. I don't appreciate them killing Shaw, but I suppose they had to get rid of the supporting cast as quickly as they could for the finale, or for these final scenes on the Enterprise D. It's just like, okay, I get it. It's a fan service thing now, but still, I thought regardless that it's good writing. Like, even if I hate that they killed Shaw, I don't think that they had to. I don't think that they had to. Shaw didn't have to die to further the plot. Also, I guess the implication is that Raffi and Seven are still on the Titan. He was like, "This is your ship now, 7 of 9." And I really liked, one of my favorite moments was definitely that scene of him relinquishing command of the ship to her and saying her name correctly. Or saying the correct name. I mean, that was a perfect send-off for Shaw, but I absolutely despise that he was killed by the Borg. He survived the Borg once just to get killed by them again, and it's just to get killed by them this time when they came back again. It's so frustrating, man. Like, yes, I want Captain 7, but I don't want it this way. So yeah, I guess Raffi and Seven are on the Titan still, presumably hunkering down or finding ways through the ship without being detected in order to try and take the ship back. But we already know what happens if the ship gets taken back by people who aren't the Borg. So I don't know exactly what their plan is, but presumably they're going to be doing something in the next episode. It's not going to be just the TNG crew, you know. I don't know. Like, what's going to happen with Jack, though? Like, because obviously the Enterprise D is on its way to Earth to do whatever they're planning on doing. I don't know. I don't really stand much of a chance with the whole fleet against them. Hopefully this doesn't spell doom for Admiral Janeway or Tuvok or anyone else beloved from previous series. Presumably we will be getting Tuvok again, according to Tim Russ saying that he's going to be in 2 episodes, and we've already gotten 1, and the recaps before the episodes don't count. I do not count those. I mean, they shouldn't count. If you do count them, then screw you, Paramount, for that. But I don't think that that's the case. I think they're smart, and that maybe Tim Russ was lying, which, like, I mean, tricked me. I mean, if he's tricked anyone, he's tricked me and tricked probably a lot of fans as well. But we'll see. Maybe he was just joking, like, oh, haha, second episode is just a recap of the first, which, like, is totally something that, like, an actor would do, you know, like with the whole WandaVision and Paul Bettany being like, yeah, we're really finding a special guest, that it ended up being himself. Whatever. I got off track, but what is going to happen to Jack after or while the stuff at Earth is happening? Like, is Jack gonna fight off the Borg Queen, fight off the assimilation, and be like, no, I have control? And then he'll, like, take back control and command everyone to not be assimilated? I don't know how that works, but I guess. I don't know. That could be a possibility. I found it interesting that they didn't reveal the face of the Borg Queen. Maybe the actress didn't want to be in the makeup, which is understandable. It seems like a lot. And I think I heard that some of the classic Borg Queen actresses are opposed to the makeup. So I was excited to see it, but it doesn't seem that that's the case here. Maybe we'll see it in the next episode. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to see another Borg Queen that's, like, I mean, I appreciated Annie Wersching's Borg Queen, and may the actress rest in peace. And I mean no disrespect, obviously. Her performance was great, but I would love to see a classic Borg Queen return in the role with the makeup and everything, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, just 1 episode left. I'm not too disappointed that it's not the Pah-wraiths, just because that didn't quite make sense to me. I was just a little confused as to why it was like an ancient voice, but, like, who's to say the Borg aren't billions and billions of years old, you know? it's quite possible, probable actually. So that makes sense for that explanation. And the Pah-wraith thing just didn't really quite click. It was the only thing it was the closest thing that made sense that wasn't the Borg, and that's why I was really gunning for it. But I like what they did here with making the Borg a formidable threat again, and raising the stakes for the last episode. I'm very curious where this is going to go. I will definitely be missing Shaw in these next episodes, or in this next episode and future Trek in general. It's such a shame that we've lost him. Todd Stashwick, I think that's his name, has done a fantastic job in the role, and I am very much looking forward to seeing what the response is online for his death, and the responses for... I mean, I already know it's going to be a down in Trek culture's ups and downs. That's definitely going to be a down, but we'll see. I'm excited to watch those, and just to see what like the overall online consensus of this episode is. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I mean, I know what I'm trying to say. I just don't know how to put it into words. I'm excited to see what the online consensus for this episode is. I hope I said that right. But yeah, like I said, overall, I thought this was a really good episode. It felt really short. Like, it definitely felt like by the time, like, it was just a setup. You know, like getting to the Enterprise D was just like the intro to the episode. And I was like, wait, that's it? It definitely has left me wanting more, and I'm definitely looking forward to the last episode. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know how you feel about the Borg returning and how they've returned. Let me know if you also hate Shaw's death as much as I do. Yeah, definitely made for an explicit reaction here, which isn't always the case. Sometimes I'll drop an F-bomb, sometimes I won't. It depends on how enthusiastic I am about the events of the episode and the content of the show in general, I guess. Like if it's a kid's show like Prodigy, I probably won't do that sort of language. But for stuff like this, which is TV mature, or The Boys being very TV mature. But yeah, this was I don't know. I thought this was a fun episode, good reaction on my part. I'm very excited to see what you guys have to say in the comments. But I think that's all I have to say for this episode. I hope to get this uploaded as soon as possible, and hopefully I won't have any copyright issues like I did with the last episode. But you never know with these. I will try to do some preemptive things, more so than I have been. Hopefully there's no more issues. Anyways, thanks for the continued support. I appreciate you guys. And hopefully I'll see you guys next week.